Hi there. Hello and welcome to this mic making stream. Today I wanted to make a map that will be very much so perhaps more of a combat of player versus AI than even between players themselves. And I'm thinking about alternative win condition that will be simply gold earned, because all the gold would be actually, or at least most of the gold would be earned from killing monsters instead of keeping villages safe. Perhaps I can create few mines here and there that would be somewhat heavily guarded. However, that would be pretty much it. Also, this scenario might require some more coding than standard Wesnoth multiplayer scenario. However, that would be done off stream. So let us begin. I think heavy forest, heavy mountain area could look quite good. So I guess I will go with that theme. Nothing spectacular though. The map is quite tall, however not so wide. And I'm thinking about if that kind of wide would be enough. Actually, I can check that quite easily. But, okay. That was quite weird. Actually, I think that's in multiplayer. Let's check okay, I can check this one. I guess that should be enough, honestly. That map is quite wide. Perhaps it is even quite too tall. However, if it is too tall, then I will simply reduce the height, because I plan to build it outwards from the middle anyway. Like Forest Kingdom in the middle. Probably I also need some caves. Actually, what theme does it exactly should be? If I want it to be reclamation of forgotten lands. Then it should be pretty foresty, pretty hilly, not much civilization, perhaps some caves. Caves on left and right, on both sides. As I mentioned, probably heavily guarded. Yeah, first let's make big stuff. Although the caves will make the map more, unless they are quite tall and there is like some way to move through them. That could work potentially. Yeah. Perhaps starting from marking single hexes. Actually creator this time. Today I'm creator. I'm not a gamer. Yeah, I kind of want this to be a little bit bigger. But that would be too big, perhaps something like this. Oh, no, that's more like it. I can support Maker, very much so. I will be gamer tomorrow. Okay, so that should be like fine bases. Later on I will need to like reshuffle that, but just marking the spots for now is fine. It should allow me to just have like nicer outlook on how the map should. Honestly, having fans is one of the best things you can have, straight up. No matter who they are, if they come, if they talk with you, that's awesome. Double so, because at this point, honestly, I'm kind of having hard time just playing the games, right? Without feeling a little bit guilty. However, if I stream, it means that I'm... How do I explain it? However, if I stream, then that means that I'm doing something productive and possibly pursuing a career in a field that's pretty popular at this point. So yeah, that's something productive, not like wasting time or anything, right? Okay, the cave should be like here, and I can... something like that. Oh yeah, I see. Nah, that didn't work. Maybe for the better. So streaming actually like creates incentive for me to do something I wouldn't usually do, which is good. It feels like this is slightly longer. Could it be that this map isn't perfectly like Let's check that actually. Let's check the symmetry. Yeah, there is one hex too many on this side. Well, I guess I just need to resize it a bit. Now that's fine. Question is, it probably also is like not sized correctly from the top and the bottom, so let's check that. Yeah, still need to cut one more from the bottom. Perfect. Now the map is ready for further development. Also, I should probably use that walls. That looks nice. Probably won't work, but maybe it will. However, that's slightly weird. Probably should be one more like this. Yeah. And then we are one off here. And full here. Again, something feels not quite right. It's missing one. It's 6 hexes. And this is 6 hexes. And here it's 5 hexes. It's one less. Something is not right. Again. Let's try something else. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, great. Oh, I see why. Okay. So now this still seems 1 hex longer. I wonder why. Here are 3. Perhaps it's a problem with this here. Yeah, it might be. That won't work. Well, it seems fine. Why doesn't it like actually work or something? Yeah, this still seems to be 1 hex too long. Okay. Hopefully that will fix it. Yeah, right now it should be in perfect symmetry. For now, at least. For now. I also want like smaller castles that would be like on the sides. Just to create like perhaps smaller challenge before tackling the main enemy, whatever it will be, I don't yet know. So we use smaller castles on the side with some distance like this. Should be fine, perhaps even kind of even closer like here. Okay. Yeah. Feels fine. Feels fine. Like this. And that would create somewhat two separate challenges that you can tackle in the early game. And see what you can do before tackling the main challenge. I guess then we will start somewhere like here. And that makes sense at least. Mm-hmm. Okay. Honestly, I really like indicators, especially for MP maps, where I simply don't exactly see or am simply not good enough to make like asymmetric maps. Perhaps light as asymmetry would work. However, like high asymmetry probably wouldn't work at all. So yeah, we should be somewhere here and here. And I guess I will use like camp for that. Yeah, it makes sense to use camp. Actually, how many turns is that? Because that's like, I believe that's like 10, around 10. Yeah, that's 10. That's 11, that's 12. It should be around like a bit more. 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's do it at 18. With a small camp. And probably I will also want like smaller uninhabited castles somewhere around the map. Just so you can recruit units when you are further away from the base, which will be probably pretty common. But anyway, one challenge certainly should be like this cave. This is from not exactly the same base, but okay. One hex away, like this. Okay, 2 hexes between. Like this, I think. Yeah. That's fine. And I will later crave it out. Something like that. Nice. We are certain distance from our opponents. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Because this should be somewhat empty inside. Just like me, sometimes. And perhaps also have like additional enemy. With like small castles. Something like that. Perhaps more centered would be nicer. Although I don't think that's possible. Yeah. Not exactly possible, unless... No. That won't work anyway. Actually worked out. Alright. So now this is the closest enemy. I can just kinda start seeing the and kinda start seeing the themes of this map. Alright. The theme seems quite nice here. Like a valley, right? Creating a valley. Like this is one side, this is other side. Here is like fortress in the middle in order to create, well, a valley. But yeah, let me first crave it out a bit more. In fact, let's just leave the outline not craved out, like this. That looks alright for now. Later on I will probably need to like reintroduce some of that cave there and see what happens. But for now that's it. Yeah. And then we can make like an opening from each side. Like this. And that should like allow quite some interaction, however not very strong aggression towards them, which in this already kind of, I imagine, kind of chaotic battlefield might be already a problem. Right. So yeah. But what about this space here? Surely there should be some mountains around this. The usual mountains, like this perhaps. Like nice mountain range, quite a bit bigger mountain, etc. Like this, I like it. For example. perhaps a little bit more like this, so that there is more direct path of engagement here in like turn or two. And I think that this will be only good spot to actually put some villages with some small gold bones. But not too many. Honestly, thinking about this, because there aren't any healing terrains that aren't villages in like the more cold climates, the colder climates. I'm thinking about going for like again Mediterranean or perhaps even hotter terrain, or like maybe not even terrain but like style of map, because that would just allow me to place tons of oases everywhere, which is good because there won't be many villages. And I also don't want to for players to like rely on healers too much, because not every faction even has them, right? So that's something to consider, and perhaps that's a good idea. So let's go for that. And now, having done that, I see that there needs to be water. Perhaps not like tons of water, but some water for sure. Oh, I'm slowly getting an idea. Slowly getting fun idea. Quite fun indeed. Let's remove that for now. Let's design waterways. Now that's something. And now I need to perfectly recreate it on the other side. Something feels off. This is too long. And then like these hexes here actually look fine, and then I will have like a lake in the middle, and then I will have like water castle in the very middle. Honestly, I had no clue that this would look so similar to this. 3 here, 3 here. Right? 2 and straight. Like this. 3, 5. Okay. 2, 3. Into 3. Into 5 towards bottom. Into 3, into 3. Alright. I still feel like I missed one hex somewhere. But perhaps it's not that bad. Or I can just remove one hex from the bottom. Okay, here we have 2, and from this we have 2 as well. So it's more likely that I just missed a hex somewhere, I guess. It would need to be something like that in order to fit. But then everything needs to be moved up or down. Okay, let's check the castle once again. So here we have 3, and here we should have 3 as well. And then there is 5. And there is 5, 5, 2. 5 to 3, 5 to 3, 5 to 3, 3, 3. 5 to 3, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I see. I think the mistake is here. But if I do that, it actually doesn't match. Right? That's 3, and there is 3 here. And here it's already on the border, it's 0 hex. Meanwhile, here we still have one left. Interesting. Well, that's like 1 hex, just 1 hex. But this should also like end at 45, right? So that's not quite perfect. I do believe that this part is fine though, because here this castle is an indicator, unless this castle is wrong as well, which we can count. However, even if you can't, I believe I already counted the river tiles, so that's like half as useful. Okay, maybe let's try going up. Here we have 3 into like first, like this, and then 3 up, like this, and then long straight until 3 past middle. From this, okay. Yeah, cutting through the hills. Mm-hmm. 3 past, like this. Then we get 1 up, 1 right. Can't I just like smartly copy it? Let's try. I actually don't think I can. Yeah, that's pretty bad. However, I can kinda use this cave as well as a reference. Alright. I know that there are like actually even 3 tiles there, like this. And 1 up, 2 down. Alright, another problem. That's actually 1 too long. It shouldn't be 5, it should be 4. Interesting. Interesting. It's kind of tough. I can't be in two places at the same time and look at them at the same time. Alright. They kind of feel... yeah, that's actually kind of alright. Hello there, Mogaz. Actually, this connector is kind of weird. They did make it, but like remaking it is not the easiest thing in the world. Like this. And yeah, something doesn't feel right, simply put. Like it is not quite connecting in the way I want it to. However, looking at this map, I might have an idea why. Or not even that. Or not even that. Four to the middle, 3 past the middle. Here it should be up, right. 3 down, like this. And then 4. So like here, right? And then 1 up. And further 4 to the right. Right? and then one down, like this. Yeah. Here it's like shifted by one hex. I don't know why. Like everything feels shifted by one hex. I don't necessarily like that. Actually, I don't like that at all, because that's not quite what I want. Oh, I see. Kind of. Does that mean that this is like one hex? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, now everything fits. At least in this part of the map. Okay. Please wait a second. There is a mosquito that I would like to get rid of. And thanks to that, I actually noticed that there wasn't any sound from the game itself. So I guess that's some positive. Alright, but let's go back to the prime topic of this creation video, which is, well, creating somewhat nice map. Is there a ruined variant? I don't think there is, and that's my favorite. This one is also good. Really good. Just look at it. Amazing. I wish there was like... Actually, there is this skip. However, this is so much better. Not even close. However, for that I would really need quite a substantial amount of water. So perhaps more in a theme of like swamp. Potentially. I wonder how that would look like. Okay, that's interesting. Little interaction. Not great transition, but I won't complain. Yeah, that's terrible. And that's quite alright, in my opinion. I still want to add like more water there. And honestly, like, waterways are probably one of the most important things for a map. Like, designing them is like half of the work. And well, I'm kind of over-exaggerating, but you get the point. I want somewhat deeper water. Like this. And now this castle actually looks kind of too big. So perhaps I should make it a little bit smaller. Actually, there is a terrain combination that I don't think I have ever used, which is forest and swamp, especially great forest. It is not terrible. Perhaps this is slightly better though. I still want it to be a little bit wider. And that wideness shouldn't be like kind of nice. How about actually making quite big swamps in the middle? That could work. I can add like hills and trees onto them. Or at least around. Hmm. Like this. And then looks fine. A little bit greener grass won't hurt anybody. I guess. The fertile land. I have an idea. Again. Thanks, have a good rest then. Hopefully we'll get one. I really have a feeling that I'm starting the streams too late. But oh well. Nice. Honestly, I'm feeling kind of sleepy myself. Creating nice, like, artificial waterways is also not simple. Again, I need some wideness here. I need this all to be wider. Right now it simply is not wide enough to look nice, in my opinion. Or perhaps it's just too tall. It should be somewhat like that. I will come back to that later. Honestly, the main challenge of this map will actually be creating, how do I call it, interesting terrain to fight, while villages don't exist, right? And there won't really be like real frontline anywhere, I guess. Perhaps there can be one here or something. That's kind of stretching it, honestly. Fertile Lands. It's a good name. Still thinking about the terrain. It would be perfect if you had like the fence line somewhere between this and this, and then although that can be probably perhaps easier to achieve than I think, just by doing this. And this also looks better. So here's like pseudo front line. Why is it so hard? At this point, I'm really keen to just think about it off stream. Because while the theme is quite nice and I like it, creating proper front lines that are, well, not even player versus player, in which I have some experience, isn't that simple. It is free. Alright. That's at least someone better. Honestly, I don't have any good ideas today. I also should probably try to play some more of this game instead of just making. However, making is a single person like activity, and playing requires more people. And that's already problematic. Well, at least that's a concept. So yeah, I don't think I can, like... I will save it, and I guess I will continue it next time, when I actually get it somewhat more advanced and better looking, I guess. So yeah, I guess that will be all for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.